EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. But right away, they'll change the look. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. White. Adams.
Omaha.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. This is caught by Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, 34 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me here, I've got them at the top. I know they're still whatever, but unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk rankings, but this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're